Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. The World Happiness Report has come out again. There's a survey done every year. They survey loads of people from every country in the world to try and find out which is the happiest country in the world. I wonder where you would guess. Where would you guess would be the happiest country in the world? Well, you might be surprised to know it's the nation of Finland. And this is not just a one-off thing. Finland has actually, by this annual survey, this is the 8th year running that Finland has been awarded the title of the happiest country in the world. Now here in Ireland, we're not doing too badly. We're in 15th place. So when you think of all the countries that there are in the world, being 15th isn't too bad, actually, up from 17th the year before. So apparently we're getting happier, even though I hear people moaning all the time. We're actually getting happier. The unhappiest country of all is Afghanistan. And obviously because of the wars that has been there and the Taliban being in control, it's no wonder that people are unhappy in Afghanistan. Now, what's fascinating for me is that when you look at the top 10 countries in the world, ranked by order of happiness, is a lot of them are cold countries. Because, I would have thought it would be countries where there's lots of sunshine, where people can relax and enjoy the sunshine and go to the beach and go swimming in crystal blue warm waters. I would have thought that would be what would make people happy and make the happiest countries, but apparently not. So the top 10 countries in order, number 1 is Finland, number 2 is Denmark, number 3 is Iceland, number 4 is Sweden, number 5 is the Netherlands, Holland, number 6 is Costa Rica, number 7 is Norway, number 8 is Israel, number 9 is Luxembourg, and number 10 is Mexico. Now, not all of those countries are sunny by any means. In fact, all the Nordic countries, the Scandinavian countries they're all in the top 10. Finland, Iceland, Sweden, Norway. Despite the weather being cold, they're still happy. Now, they are fairly prosperous countries, and they're also countries that have a fairly peaceful and well-functioning society as well. Now, there are a couple of sunny countries in there, Costa Rica, Israel, and Mexico. I mean, I have to say, I found it surprising that Mexico is listed as being the 10th happiest country in the world. Now, yeah, they've got great weather and everything else, but there's a lot of poverty in Mexico, and there's a lot of gang violence in Mexico, and you have a whole load of people wanting to emigrate out of Mexico over the border into the United States, and yet it's revealed to be the 10th happiest country in the world. Netherlands, yeah, Netherlands is a nice country. Again, it's a well-ordered society. I always enjoy visiting the Netherlands. And Luxembourg, again, a very prosperous country, a very good standard of living there, so that probably has something to do with that. But what fascinates me is the range of different countries here. You've got mainly cold countries, but a few hot countries. You've got mainly prosperous countries, but you've got some countries with very challenged economies. You've even got a nation like Israel, where you've got the violence and war and everything else going on, and terrorist attacks. So it's like there's not one common factor. Because it's not where you live that ultimately makes you happier. I'm sure it helps. I'm sure it is easier to be happier in Finland than it is living in Afghanistan. But it's not where you live that ultimately makes you happy. I've met people who are wealthy. I've met people who are well educated. I've met people who have nice homes, and yet they are miserable. And I've met people that don't have 2 pennies to rub together, and actually they're loving life and living life to the full. You see, our circumstances in the end don't dictate our happiness. It's how we respond to our circumstances and how we overcome our circumstances. I've discovered as a Christian that the biggest difference for me is having Jesus in my life. Before I became a Christian, I had good days, I had bad days. And to be honest, as a Christian, sometimes I have good days, sometimes I have bad days. But one thing I can honestly say is this: my very best days before I became a Christian are not as good as my very worst days now I belong to Jesus Christ, because Jesus has made such a difference in my life. So don't look for your circumstances to change in order to make you happy. Learn what it is to be able to rejoice and be happy now. If you're a Christian, then you know what? Think about what Jesus has done for you. Count your blessings, as the old hymn says. If you're not a Christian, then receive Jesus right now, because he's going to make a difference in your personal happiness index. May God bless you today. Join us again tomorrow for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.